Hello and welcome back. In this segment, we will be talking about GroupThink. Before we understand what GroupThink is in detail, we will look into what groups are in general. Groups are an aggregation of people who work towards achieving the same goal. In order to achieve this goal, it is necessary that members of a group have positive relationships with each other. This is called cohesiveness. It involves being able to work together by helping and coordinating with each other, along with having trust towards fellow members. In addition to setting common goals, a group also establishes certain rules and norms that limit the expression of certain behaviors that can potentially thwart the group's journey towards attaining its goal. For example, in a group project we're expected to do, we may decide that we would collect all the information only from reliable research published in peer-reviewed journals rather than websites. This is a norm that could be decided with the objective that the grades of the group should not go bad by adding unreliable and unsubstantiated information. This video highlights a specific consequence of overconformity, that is groupthink. In simple terms, it refers to a phenomenon where a group makes faulty decisions. This is usually a result of members refraining from bringing in unique ideas or disagreements due to the fear of developing a bad image of oneself in the minds of fellow members. This could be because the faulty image can negatively impact the cohesiveness of the group and can also eventually make the person lose membership in the group. Of course, these factors depend on the characteristics and the ideology of the group. If it emphasizes authority, rule following, and obedience, then it is likely that dissent can be seen in the wrong way compared to groups that are more liberal and necessitate ideas and opinions from all of its members. Irving Yannis, the psychologist who first studied this phenomenon, provided three important conditions that can foster groupthink: cohesiveness, isolation of the group from dissent, and a directive leader who has authority to take any decision on his terms. Through his research, he has consistently shown how stressful situations can increase the likelihood of groupthink as well. He quoted many historical incidents that were a result of this phenomenon, out of which some are Vietnam War and the attempted invasion of the United States on Cuba in 1961 under President John F. Kennedy. Some important signs of groupthink include a strong illusion of invulnerability. The slightest sign of safety and security can make other members feel that their decisions are right. Close-minded groups also indulge in rationalization, where they tend to justify their decisions instead of voicing out or critically analyzing situations before any action. Conformity pressure is another important symptom of groupthink, as members feel obligated to agree with others. In Kennedy's example, people developed this notion that the Cuban military is extremely weak without considering any other possibility. The whole group got convinced by this fact, which eventually turned out to be false. These are large-scale examples that show the consequences of groupthink, but this phenomenon can happen even in minute social interactions and contexts. Judiciary is a serious context where groupthink can eventually lead to a conviction. Jury members can also be susceptible to this phenomenon, despite them discussing evidence. Groupthink can also be prevalent in corporate decision-making, leading to serious financial downfalls. In addition to that, cultures that promote hierarchy, respect, and subordination can be way more vulnerable to this phenomenon, as members are expected not to have problems with decisions taken by people of high status. This is still a hypothesis whose validity can be empirically explored. Having known the deadly implications of this phenomenon, we as a society can be cognizant of how valuable critical and contrarian opinions are. We can strive toward creating a safe environment where people are encouraged to share their ideas irrespective of what the majority believes in. Groups should also make sure that members are from diverse backgrounds, as distinctive experiences can bring in unique possibilities to approach a crisis. Impartiality is another critical aspect of the group, as supporting one member blindly and discarding others' views due to personal reasons can also take a toll on the quality of the decisions being made. We can also consult with experts out of the group to evaluate the effectiveness of the decision that is being taken by the group. All of these can prevent or reduce the chances of faulty decision making that can be implemented in almost all bodies, where we consciously make decisions like political lawmaking, judiciary, business, and other administrative contexts like education institutions, etc. We really hope this video has given you a good insight